Where are you going? Eh? Oi. What are you doing? What you found down there? Hey, what you found down there? Hey? Come here. Where are you? Hey. Not mine. No, we did not get another dog. That's actually my granddaughter's dog. Obviously overcharged by my daughter. It's they call it Cupcake. Oh. Come on, give a dog a real name. It's what is it? Shih Tzu and Chihuahua mix, something like that. So it'll probably stay quite small and have lots of fluff. So it's going to be one of those cute dog things in it. So I think it's about somewhere between 10 and 12 weeks, something like that. I'm just looking after it while she's popped into town. See if we're taking her away again. So here in the UK, of course, it's Father's Day. I've got to go and see my dad yet at some point. So yeah, I'm not sure when. I just brought her out because I think, there we go, yeah, she needed the loo. I thought she did, which is why I brought her out. Cute little thing, but stupid name. So I'll just call it Mush or something like that. Pretty little thing. So it's a nice day today. It was crap yesterday, absolutely awful yesterday. Got some cloud around, like keeps coming over and that, but generally the minute it's nice, it's like scarecrow weekend in the village as well. So there's people milling everywhere. You know, they go down looking at the scarecrows and stuff like that. And then I already had Friday when I got home from work. I didn't even really get time to change, and I had to go straight back out to what they call party in the playground. It's at my grandkids' school, a few villages over, and it was an okay time out, you know. Got a cheeseburger and some drink, and you know, and then they have stuff on for the kids like bouncy castle stuff, and you know, knock the cans down, you know, fairground stuff, you know, face painting and that. So and my daughter was doing the face painting, so I went down to that. So that was all right, but I mean, that was like we didn't leave there till 9 o'clock. So you know, by the time we were settled in back at home, it was like 10. So yeah, it's been quite a busy weekend really. I've had some videos go live, of course. Can't remember, I think I uploaded them both on. Did I upload them both Friday? I think one went live Friday and the other I scheduled it to go live yesterday, Saturday. Really nice, those headphones actually, really nice. So anyway, I better go and keep an eye on Mush. Back again. Well, we are 6:15 and I still haven't had my tea. I'll just put the oil on now. Actually, I'm actually having just chicken and chips, but it's taken all this time really for sort of like, what happened was yesterday, someone came round and says, "Oh, do you want a burger from up the field?" Because they had this event on and what have you. And that's what me and the wife decided we'd have, so we'd have a burger. But what, unbeknown to me, and she'd sort of like forgotten really, and I'd have made the same mistake. She gave her the money and then forgot that we hadn't bought the meat yet. So I couldn't get any meat off the butcher. So it was a case of then having to go into town today to get a chicken. And my daughter ended up getting it in the end because, of course, then I've had everybody visiting because it's Father's Day and stuff. I haven't even been to see my own father yet, which I've still got that to do. So it's been quite hectic, really. I mean, 5:45 and... Anyway, so it's just chicken and chips anyway. It was originally going to be a dinner. Just not the time for it, really. So the chicken's probably not far off cooked now, actually. It's probably only got about another half an hour tops. So yeah, it's... I've turned my oil on, my chips are all cut. I got some nice bits and pieces, like, off the kids and the grandkids. They got me some as well, so I got some cards, like, and I got, what was it? I got a Mr. Grumpy dimple mug there. That was off one of my daughters, and then some cider to go in it as well, because she knows I like the pear cider. And I've had all sorts, chocolate, key rings, a medal, best granddad medal and stuff like that. Also get a notebook with a pen. That was nice. One of the key rings came with another pen. They've all got little messages written on them and stuff like that. A coaster and a mug, they were nice. So yeah, it's been an okay day for getting little gifts like that. So all very appreciated as well. So yeah, I just got, like I say, I'm on with this tea at the minute, and then I've got to drop one of the teas off in town at my son's house, and then I'll go and see my dad. I got him a bottle of whiskey, and a couple of bags of the soft licorice, and a card, of course. I would have liked to have been there earlier in the day. And then meanwhile the kids had sort of like trashed the house, so I've had that to clean up. And then of course I had that little dog to look after at one point while my daughter took her kids into town. And so weather's still been on and off. It hasn't rained or anything. I've still got some laundry out on the line, actually. Some of it I brought in because the wind had blown it off, because the wind every now and then has been picking up to pretty strong gusts, like, so I've brought some of it in. It's all pretty much dry anyway, it's ready to come in now anyway, so I'll have to go and get all that off the line in a few minutes. So yeah, this is the mug I got here. It was a granddad mug. Yeah, I've just had a brew in it, so I've got everything prepared and ready. So as soon as this oil gets hot, I'll get my chips in. I'll have a look at my chicken. Sometimes it's nice just chicken and chips. Usually have it with gravy. And what I always do is I always save a few chips till the end of until I've eaten what's there, and I get a piece of bread and butter it and make like a little chip butty, and I use it to mop the gravy up. So at that point I usually become a bit sort of Neanderthal looking, because then I'm sort of like crouched over the plate, and and there'll be gravy all running all over me, but sort of goes with the territory, I suppose, of looking like some Neanderthal man, and of course you're grunting and sort of thing, because it's I don't know, it's when you eat in a primal way like that, it can be, it makes a nice change sometimes. as disgusting as it sounds, it's actually quite nice eating like that, just with your hands sometimes, the knife and fork goes aside sort of thing. I'm sure we've all done it. Don't be saying it's just me. Really, don't, because I know you all do it at some point. So, yeah, I'm just trying to think what's... Yeah, it's been quite a busy sort of weekend, actually. As soon as it sort of like started, as soon as I got home on Friday night, we had one of the grandkids stay as well last night. We'll probably have the other one next weekend, like, that's the two from the two older ones, like. So, yeah, so I don't get a chance to sort of do much sometimes. I know I've got a couple of videos to finish. I've already got like some of the footage for them. and not really interesting products, but I suppose it's more, I'm sort of doing it more of a way of sort of like just sort of showing people. I mean, most of you will know that you can do it, and you know, well, nearly all of you will, but I suppose it gets the product links out there of where you can get them from and stuff like that, and you know, they're just cheap little things that can sort of expand your desktop on the cheap sort of thing. So that's all it is really. So they're not massively interesting devices, but useful nonetheless. You know, they're the sort of thing that's basically out of sight, out of mind. You know, you use them and forget about them. So, but yeah, I've got them to do. They'll probably end up also up on Amazon. They'll be so you know, they should be relatively short videos. There'll be 2 of them. They'll be going up on Amazon as well, which is sort of like, you know, that's where most of these companies tend to find me, you know, through doing Amazon reviews and what have you. You know, so you know, you upload a small. It's a bit of a pain uploading the videos to Amazon though, because sometimes you can struggle. You've got to keep your videos to sort of like not much over 5 minutes at the very most, and then you need to run them out in 720. 1080 would struggle unless it was a really short video, and then you also need to compress the file size. Well, actually no, I don't. I can actually just export it as a .mov, you know, an MOV file straight from Final Cut, and then I can upload that, because it struggles once you compress it to an MP4. Amazon doesn't really accept it as a file type, even though it says it'll accept MPEGs and stuff like that. So, but yeah, so basically I just have to try and keep them down in size. So sometimes I have to put them. Sometimes if I export it out and it's too big, because they only accept a file size of 100 meg. That's the maximum size for Amazon. So, you know, and then you just write a few words to go with it, sort of thing. You know, just a short bit, just to say, you know, basically say what your findings were with the gadget and what have you, like, you know. And that's where most people find me. I don't mind doing it. Like I say, sometimes getting the file size right just for the Amazon upload can be a pain in the backside, but other than that, I don't mind. Keeps the idle hands busy, and that way the devil won't find work for them, will he? So anyway, I'm gonna get away and check on my chicken and get some of these chips going, guys. Alright, so I'll catch up in a bit. Alright guys, it's I don't even know if I'm going to get this vlog up tonight, to be honest guys. It's getting on that sort of late now. I've only just left my parents' house. It's 9 o'clock. It's just been, I don't know, the day has just been so hectic with kids, grandkids, you know, and then changing to just chicken and chips, and you know, and your plans just go to hell, don't they? Sometimes they really do. I mean, you know, the change to chicken and chips was just to make it a bit easier for me, and you know, even that ended up awkward because then you know, we didn't have the chicken sort of thing, and I had to wait until my daughter came back with that because she was going into Driffield anyway. And so anyway, and then I went out and picked up the other grandkids. They'd been to that barbecue or whatever, and you know, it was a big barbecue. Some guy had some friend of theirs, and he'd hired a hot tub in for 3 days and all that sort of stuff, like so. So I'm just taking the back roads home now from my parents' house, not for any particular reason other than just for the hell of it, really. I'm just trying to think. It's when you sort of think about it in your head, you actually think it's shorter. When you look into it on maps, it's, I think through the town is actually the shortest route. I think it turns out this route is actually about half a mile longer or something like that. So there's not a lot in it. But the fastest route is actually down the bypass, but that's the longest route, you know, that's but it's the fastest route because of course you're keeping with sort of like nearer your national speed limit sort of thing. Depends on how well you know the roads, I suppose. I mean, it's like these, I know these roads quite well, I've grown up around them. But yeah, you could speed along them, you know. Well, I mean, technically you can come down here 60 mile an hour, but you're asking for trouble, you know, on these roads. Here's the village of Skern. Strange name, yes I know. It's 30 through this village, mind. My school bus actually used to come along through this village. So there's a well-known... Oh, even the pub's closed. Yeah, the pub's been turned over to being a house. It used to be, God, what was it called? Was it the Eagle, I think it was called, or something like that. And it was actually well known as one of the last pubs where you actually you went down into the cellar and hand pulled your own pint. So yeah, it's actually I was just watching a programme at my parents' where they were in East Yorkshire, and they were on about like traditional farming methods and stuff like that. And part of it was filmed not far from here, actually, on the Driffield West Beck. I think it was the West Beck. So it wouldn't be far from here, actually. It could be anywhere between. Well, I'm going to cross the Beck very soon. Well, I crossed the Beck and then the canal. So it could be anywhere between here and a few villages up, sort of thing. But yeah, the trouble with these roads is you're asking for trouble if you put your foot down too hard. You know, you could have a cow run out. You know, believe it or not, these roads are actually at certain times can be quite heavily used as well. You get quite a bit of traffic along them. Yeah, my school bus used to run up this road through to Skern and then back to Driffield that way. So, but yeah, it's been quite a day. A bit stressful at times. The kids, my grandkids, sort of annihilated the house a little bit. How they had so many open pop bottles and glasses and cups all over the place, I don't know. So there, I've just come across the canal. This part of it, I know the lock gates got replaced, there is a lock just down here. And I know it's got fairly new gates on, but they fish in here. Yeah, I used to come here and fish during the holidays, and there used to be a post office at that building there. It's not a post office anymore, but it used to be, and that's where you used to go and buy your day licence, so you could go and fish. I mean, I never particularly caught much. It's mainly around here what people are after is the trout. You do get bream, and there is the odd pike in there. Is it bream or perch? Perch you used to get in there. But yeah, the main thing people were after was, you know, the trout of a certain size. Once they were over a certain size, of course, you were allowed to kill them and take them home to eat. So it is game fishing rather than for the sport. Last leg of the journey through now, from Wansford to Nafferton, where I live. It's not far, you see. It's just windy back roads. Every now and then I just like to ride them instead. The sun's nearly setting. I mean, it's longest day, isn't it? is it 9:20 something? I think the sun's supposed to set tonight, and I think they're saying it's actually going to set about the same time every night this week. Yeah, I think it was 9:22. They said it was going to set over Stonehenge tonight. So you know, it'll be pretty much the same all week long. There's a barn owl just across the road. But of course, from now on, the days are getting shorter again. But apparently, from what I can gather, it's the mornings that are getting shorter, not the nights. I've not been on this end of the village actually, so I don't know what scarecrows are down here, because of course it's Scarecrow weekend. So people, it's like a competition. You enter, and there is a prize for like the best one. And what happens is everybody that goes around, they get a piece of paper from the village hall. And it's got all the scarecrows on, and you're supposed to mark down your favourite. No, I didn't see any. That's strange. Some of them will be getting taken in now, but there's been some good ones. There's a nurse, a doctor, and a patient there, and I know there's like the Incredible Hulk around. Spider-Man, my favourite one actually, I think, is up near the top of the village. Somebody's got like an old carriage house gateway, so it's like an archway under a building, and what they've done is they're smaller than full human size, but they've built, let me say, they've got Spider-Man hanging upside down from a web, for want of a better way of putting it, and on the other side of the archway, actually standing upright, they've got Venom. So he's in the black Spider-Man suit. So yeah, it actually looks pretty good. I think that was probably one of my favourite ones. What else was there? The Incredible Hulk. There's a large Incredible Hulk somewhere in the village, but I've not seen that one myself, but I have seen it on a photograph on Facebook. And another one that I've seen as a photograph, it's a really good one, is Jimi Hendrix standing in somebody's doorway. So yeah, it's all for a bit of fun, and it was, you know, all the proceeds and what have you, apart from obviously the winners fund, the proceeds go to charities and what have you. So it's all very good. Blue wheelie bins, yeah, I've got to put my blue bins out, they get emptied tomorrow morning. And that's going to be pretty much it for the vlog, guys. Like I say, it's been a hell of a weekend. So I'll get back to my lovely wife now. Actually, our carer should be in now. Yeah, it's just gone 9 o'clock, so it's 10 past, so yes, that is going to be it for the vlog this week, guys, and I will catch up with you all next weekend, and hopefully it'll be a little less stressful for me. So do all take care of yourself, guys, and I'll see you all next week. All right, cheers guys, see you.